Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, especially between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., feeling restless, uncertain, or as if something is calling you? It's a feeling that many of us have experienced, but what if I told you that these moments are not just random occurrences? What if they're actually opportunities to reset, refocus, and take action that can transform your life? Today, I want to share with you 3 powerful actions you must take when you wake up during these sacred hours. These are not just ordinary suggestions, but profound practices that can unlock doors of potential purpose and peace. Let's explore these 3 things you must do immediately when you find yourself awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. When you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the world is still. It's as if time itself is suspended, allowing you a rare and sacred moment of peace. This is not just a time to toss and turn, waiting for sleep to come again. No, this is a time to step into something greater, something deeper than the usual distractions of your day-to-day life. This is the moment to quiet your mind and connect with your inner spirit. The constant buzz of the day can cloud our thoughts, distract us from our deeper purpose, and pull us in countless directions. We are so used to responding to the demands of the world around us that we often forget to respond to the deeper calling within us. But when you wake in the early hours, especially in the silence between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., you are given a unique opportunity. Imagine this. The house is still, the streets are empty, and the world is resting. It's in these moments that you have the chance to be truly present with yourself. This is when the soul is most open, most receptive to the whispers of your deeper calling. In this stillness, you can hear the voice of your inner spirit that is often drowned out by the noise of everyday life. The thoughts that seem to chase you during the day, the worries that seem to overwhelm you, these thoughts quiet down in the early hours, and your soul can speak clearly. There's a certain clarity that only comes in silence. The noise of the world, the overwhelming obligations of daily life all fade away. It's just you alone with your thoughts. It's in these moments that you can take stock of your life, reflect on your path, and recalibrate your soul. You're not just seeking answers, but tuning into a deeper awareness of your purpose and direction. It's in the silence that we learn to listen not just to the external world, but to the voice inside us that often gets drowned out by the noise of life. Think of it like this. Have you ever been in a crowded, loud room trying to have a conversation with someone? It's difficult to hear them, right? You might catch a few words here and there, but the message is lost in the chaos. Now imagine that same conversation, but this time you're sitting in a quiet, serene space. Suddenly everything becomes clearer. You can hear every word, every nuance of the conversation. Your soul's voice operates in much the same way. In the chaos, you can barely hear it. But in the stillness of the early morning, the message is loud and clear. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in human history have come in the stillness of solitude. Think of how many visionary leaders, creative thinkers, and innovators have spoken about the power of stillness. Albert Einstein, for example, often spoke about how his greatest ideas would come to him when he was alone and his mind was quiet. The key to receiving the inspiration you need, whether it's for a business idea, a personal breakthrough, or a deeper understanding of your life's purposes, to be still enough to hear it. The ability to connect with your inner spirit is not a luxury, it's a necessity. You cannot afford to rush through life without taking time to hear your heart. Your spirit is constantly guiding you toward your true potential. But only in the silence can you truly hear its voice. The second action to take when you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is to engage in purposeful prayer or affirmation. This is a powerful and intentional practice. It is not a casual or fleeting prayer, nor is it a simple wish for good things to happen. This is a moment to speak directly to your higher power, your spirit, and your future. It is a time to affirm your purpose and declare your intentions with conviction. Why is this so powerful at this specific time? During these hours, your subconscious mind is most active. Your body is still in the state between sleep and full wakefulness, which means you are more open to new thoughts and ideas. You're less distracted by the demands of the world. Your consciousness is in a state of receptivity, making it the perfect time to plant seeds of intention, affirmations, and prayer. Imagine this moment as an opportunity to reprogram your mind. You can use it to reaffirm who you are, what you stand for, and what you are striving for. If you are feeling uncertain about your path, this is the time to speak to your spirit and ask for clarity. If you are facing challenges, this is the time to declare your strength and resilience. If you feel lost, this is the time to seek guidance from a higher power, asking for wisdom and direction. When you pray or affirm during these early hours, your words carry a different weight. They resonate more deeply because you are in a heightened state of awareness. This is not a time to ask for trivial things. This is not a time for wishful thinking. Instead, your prayer should be filled with purpose. It's a time to ask for what you need to fulfill your destiny, to be empowered to face the challenges ahead, and to gain clarity on the path you must walk. Think of prayer as a way to align your inner self with the greater force that guides your life. It's about surrendering your will and opening yourself to the wisdom of the universe. The beauty of prayer is not just in asking, but in surrendering and trusting that what you need will come when the time is right. When you pray with intention and purpose, you align yourself with the flow of life, and that alignment brings peace, clarity, and purpose. For affirmations, the process is equally powerful. Speaking out loud or quietly to yourself the words that affirm your worth, your strength, and your potential is like planting seeds in fertile soil. Each word you say is a step toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. Affirmations act like powerful magnets that attract the circumstances, people, and opportunities you need to fulfill your vision. You might affirm, I am capable of achieving all that I set my mind to, or I am attracting the right opportunities that align with my purpose. By repeating these truths, you program your subconscious to believe them, and as a result, your actions begin to align with these affirmations. What you believe in your heart, you will manifest in your life. Take a moment and reflect on the lives of people who have achieved extraordinary things. Whether it's someone who overcame personal hardship or a visionary who changed the world, one thing remains constant. They had a deep, unwavering belief in their purpose. That belief didn't come from external sources, but from within. It was fueled by their constant affirmations, their moments of connection with a higher power, and their belief that they were destined for something greater. By engaging in purposeful prayer or affirmations during this sacred time, you tap into that same power. You are reinforcing your commitment to your path, and in turn you begin to attract the resources and strength to walk it with confidence. When you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., there's a unique opportunity to not just reflect and affirm, but to take immediate action toward your dream. We often hear that success is about planning, thinking, and preparing, but those are only parts of the equation. Success is driven by action, and when the world is still and your mind is clear, that is when you must take inspired steps toward what you've been dreaming of. This is a time when your mind is free from distractions, your heart is full of purpose, and your energy is primed for the next step. It's not enough to simply meditate on your goals or visualize your success. These moments are powerful because they give you the clarity and the momentum to do something. When you wake up during these hours, don't just think about your dream, act on it. You might feel as if you're still half dazed, still not fully awake, but in those moments between sleep and consciousness, your subconscious mind is working overtime. Ideas flow with more clarity, and the actions you take in this space are often the most aligned with your true purpose. That's why it's critical to move swiftly. Many people wait for the right moment to begin pursuing their goals. They put off action, believing that they need more time, more information, or more resources. But in those quiet, sacred hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., The world provides you with something far more powerful than any resource clarity. You know exactly what to do next, even if it's just a small step. And it's these small steps, when taken consistently, that eventually lead to giant strides towards your dreams. Think about this. How many of us have had a moment of inspiration that we later let slip away because we hesitated? Maybe it was a business idea you had, a book you wanted to write, or a project you longed to start. But you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, and then tomorrow became next week, next month, or never. In the stillness of the early morning, though, that inspiration is still fresh, still waiting for you to act on it. The window is open, but it won't stay open forever. Taking action, especially when you feel most aligned with your purpose, shifts something in the universe. It creates a ripple effect. It sends a message to the universe that you are ready, that you are open to receiving all that you desire, and that you are willing to meet the opportunities halfway. Whether it's reaching out to a potential client, taking a step toward building your business, or simply writing down a new idea that has come to you, those actions plant the seeds for your future success. Look at the most successful people in the world. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They acted sometimes imperfectly, sometimes in fear, but they acted. Action is the bridge between your vision and reality. Consider this example. A writer may wake up in the middle of the night with an idea for a story. Instead of rolling over and going back to sleep, they decide to grab a notebook and jot down the first few lines of their new book. It may seem like a small action, just a few words, a simple note, but over time, those few words accumulate. As the writer continues to write chapter by chapter, those moments of action transform into a completed manuscript. Without taking that first step, without making that decision to act on the inspiration in the early hours, that book would never have been written. You must also understand that the universe rewards momentum. When you take action, no matter how small, you create a sense of movement in your life. Momentum is the key that opens doors. Once you begin to take steps toward your goals, doors you didn't even know existed will begin to open. Opportunities will find you, people will show up to help, and resources will appear just when you need them. But none of this happens until you take the first step. This principle applies not only to business or creative endeavors, but to personal growth as well. If you're trying to improve your health, for instance, the early morning hours can be a perfect time to act. Maybe it's committing to a morning stretch, or starting your day with a nourishing habit like journaling or reading something that inspires you. These small actions lay the foundation for your future well-being. Success in any area, whether it's career, health, or relationships, requires you to act on your intentions, and the early hours are your golden opportunity to set the tone for the rest of your day. Think of a musician. A composer doesn't wait until later to start writing their symphony. They begin right then and there, when the idea strikes, when the inspiration is alive. That's what makes the difference between a dream and a reality. Immediate action. The more you wait, the more the energy behind your dream begins to dissipate. But when you act immediately, even if it's just a small step, you create a ripple effect of energy that propels you forward. And action doesn't have to be big or dramatic. Sometimes it's simply about doing something that moves you in the direction of your goal. It could be as simple as researching the next step, writing a few lines in your journal, or making a phone call. The key is consistency. You see, the early morning hours are a time when the energy to take action is at its peak. A common trap many people fall into is overthinking. They think they need all the answers, all the resources, and all the certainty before they take action. But action often reveals the answers. When you move, even in uncertainty, you create clarity. You learn by doing, not by thinking. The action you take in the early morning hours allows you to break free from the paralysis of overthinking and move confidently toward your goals. In these moments, the fear of failure fades away. The quiet of the early morning allows you to act without the constant inner critic that often arises during the day. It's a time when you can step into your potential without judgment or doubt. When you take action at this time, you are aligning yourself with the energy of the universe, and that alignment leads to success. The only way to transform a dream into reality is through action. These early morning hours give you the perfect environment to make that transformation happen. When you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the world offers you a unique, sacred opportunity, a time when your mind is clear, your spirit is open, and the possibilities are limitless. These precious hours are not to be squandered in hesitation or distraction. Instead, they are a call to action, a beckoning to reconnect with your inner self, to affirm your purpose, and to move boldly toward the dreams you've been nurturing in your heart. In the stillness of these hours, you can quiet your mind and tap into the deepest corners of your soul, where true clarity and insight reside. You can tune out the noise of the world and hear the whispers of your higher purpose, realigning your thoughts, your intentions, and your actions with what truly matters. This is the time to strengthen your spiritual connection, reflect on your life's direction, and gain the clarity needed to move forward with confidence. But it doesn't stop there. As you connect with your spirit, the next step is to engage in purposeful prayer or affirmations. Declare boldly that you are capable, worthy, and ready for everything that lies ahead. These words carry power. They have the ability to shape your reality, to align your mindset with success, and to attract the right people, opportunities, and resources into your life. In these quiet, sacred hours, your words become seeds that will grow and bloom into the future you envision. And finally, the most crucial step, take action. These early hours provide the perfect environment for you to move, not just think, not just wish. Success does not live in the realm of intention alone. It lives in the realm of execution. In those early still moments, take that first step. Whether it's sending an email, writing down an idea, or starting a new project, action ignites momentum. Action creates movement, and movement opens the doors to the life you are destined to live. So I urge you, when you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., don't ignore it. Don't turn away from the opportunity that is right in front of you. Embrace the silence. Connect with your spirit. Declare your intentions and take that first step toward your dreams. These hours are not just hours of rest, they are moments of transformation. Your destiny is waiting, and it's in your hands.